friends, this is Latta Baraiya from Department of English Maharaja Krishna Kumar Singh Ji Bhavnagar University. Because of corona crisis, still many schools and colleges are not open. In this situation, we are planning to celebrate Teachers Day virtually. So, today I am going to discuss about Ghashiram Kotwal by Vijay Tendulkar. Ghashiram Kotwal is a Marathi play written by playwright Vijay Tendulkar in 1972 as a response to the rise of a local political party in Maharashtra. The play is based on history, yet it is also related to the contemporary political scene. The play is a political satire written as a historical drama. It is based on the life of Nana Fadnavis, one of the prominent ministers in the court of the Peshwa of Pune, and Ghashiram Kotwal, the police chief of the city. Its theme is how men in power give rise to ideologies to serve their purposes and later destroy them when they become useless. It was first performed on 16th December 1972 at Bharatnatyam Mandir by the Progressive Dramatic Association in Pune. Play Ghashiram Kotwal, which has been translated from Marathi into English by Jayant Karve and an American professor Eleanor Joliet. Now, let's throw some light on Vijay Tendulkar. So, Vijay Tendulkar was a leading Indian playwright, movie and television writer, literary essayist, political journalist, and social commentator, primarily in Marathi. Many of Tendulkar's plays derived inspiration from real life incidents or social upheavals, which provides a clear light on the harsh realities. Vijay Tendulkar is one of the most controversial Indian dramatists. His controversial dramas include Silence, The Court is in Session, and Sakharam Binder, but Ghashiram Kotwal is considered by many as his most controversial play. The play is one of the successful play, yet it is banned as it is sometimes termed anti-Brahmin play. Some are of views that it distorted the role Nana, who is cult hero in Maharashtra. However, the play is neither anti-Brahmin nor distorted any history of have intention to do so. If we talk about power politics in the play, we can see that man being a political animal is always hungry for power and status, and his struggle for power, tyranny, suppression and submission has been a non-stop process since ancient times. In the power game, man is either a captive to others or captivates others. This relationship based on power operates at different levels: social, political, and domestic. Man exploits his fellow beings and use them as a puppet in the power game for fulfillment of his greed for power, money, dignity, and status. This play has cleverly interwoven the power game between Nana Fadnavis, a Marathi administrator, and Ghashiram Kotwal, a North Indian Brahmin, who are the historical figures in Maharashtra history. Ghashiram Kotwal, written against the backdrop of Maratha history, is about the discourse of power, absolute power, and a powerful satire on the power politics. It explores how men in power gives rise to certain fascist ideologies to fulfill their desires and later destroy them when they become useless. Tendulkar's Ghashiram Kotwal is raised above the status of a historical play by raising questions of the politics of power, so relevant to the contemporary Indian society, and by challenging its values by problematizing the Indian social dynamics. This is the story about Brahmin Ghashiram from North India who comes to Pune in search of a livelihood with his wife and daughter. Since he gets no dignifying employment, he becomes a servant in a courtesan Gulabi's house. The quick sequence of the severe humiliation, in addition to his hunger and poverty, causes Kashiram fury and enrage him to take revenge. Gulabi snatches his necklace and sends him out with the help of thugs. He loses both his employment and the necklace. He is severely beaten and imprisoned by soldiers on the charge of stealing money. All the Brahmins, Brahmin women, Gulabi, the Maratha lovers, and others look down upon Kashiram, who feels immensely hurt for the damage to his reputation for the fault of his, because no fault of his. Criminalization of politics is one of the blazing topic of argument and analyzing today, but the network between police, politician and criminals is quite ancient. The play Kashiram Kotwal highlights the deadly relationship between the police, politician, prostitute and criminals. The unexpected turn of events in Kashiram's life crushes his very spirit. No doubt he was a poor, but he had a reputation in society which was now ruined. He tries to explain to the mob that he was not a thief but a Brahmin from Kanauj and new to Pune, but nobody listened to him. Thus, he feels immensely humiliated and terminated. This humiliation generates a powerful feeling of revenge in him. The urge for power, which is the only way to take revenge, and he knows that woman is the weakness of Nana. So, he uses his daughter Lalita Gauri as a bait in this power politic game. Nana agrees with that and makes Kashiram Kotwal of Pune. Kashiram, on the one hand, feels guilty about sacrificing his daughter, and on the other hand, feels urged to avenge the immense humiliation on the people of Pune. Tendulkar illustrates how power makes a man lose his self control and become barbarous through the behavior of Kashiram after becoming the Kotwal of Pune. The moment Kashiram gains power, he brings with pride enchanted in severity and barbarousness. The people were fed up of the barbarous way of Kashiram, but they were not able to lay hands on him as Nana's power was behind him. Whose power was behind whom is a very interesting point to know if we want to understand power politics behind anything. Once an innocent Brahmin was wrongly punished for theft. Kashiram, refusing to listen to the explanation, makes him undergo the ordeal of holding a red hot iron ball in his hand. Poor Brahmin cries in pain and curses Ghashiram. This type of cruelty made Ghashiram more evil. Gauri dies because her forced abortion in the hand of midwife, and she was buried at the order of Nana Fadnvis. After listening to the news of Gauri's death, Kashiram became a monster and reached to the Nana for explanation. Kashiram tries to overthrow the power and the authority of Nana by not bowing in front of him, but Nana tempts Kashiram and overpower him by making him bow in front of him. This sudden twist of situation converts him into a wounded tiger. He turns Pune into a brutal city. It became worse than 20 Brahmins died in the cell because of suffocation. Kashiram, in his quest for power, forgets morality and duties of a father. His rising to power in a major incident which changes his life. End of Kashiram in the end of the play is a tragic episode. Kashiram, in his quest for power, forget morality. This and we can say that Nana Fadnvis and Kashiram represent two different institutions, but both of them contribute the organized crime. The relationship between Nana and Kashiram is symbolic of politics, police, crime nexus, a tie which is unbreakable. Kashiram is mad the Kotwal, but he doesn't realize that he is only being used by Nana for his own physical and political needs. Most of the politicians are criminal and their, their misdeeds and sins are deposited into the accounts of bureaucrats. This has been the way our democracy has been functioning. Religion is another most powerful means to exercise the power in democracy. Vijay Tendulkar has fully uh, succeeded in depicting how Nana uses religion to enjoy both his sexual and political life. A whole aura of hymn and religious ceremonies provide the ironic scream that it burst through and through by the crudest exercise of power. Like the people of the higher ranks of the society uses religious ideology to justify the hierarchy of power and the unjust oppression and exploitation. It is one kind of hegemonic attempt to oppress people in the name of religion. The play defines how politicians can use public for their profit and can do impossible things like to remove the person who threatened their domination or power structure. It is a play where history snakes hand with literature only to expose the corrupt politics of the modern era, all with the reference of some 250 years old history. Now, it is our responsibility to be aware of these types of nanas of modern time. So, thank you all. Thanks for watching and don't forget to appear in the quiz and also get your certificate. Thank you very much.